Back open at last. As we go to air tonight, families are reuniting and holiday plans are back on the cards. Queensland is a fortress no more. But for many, the wait has been frustrating and heartbreaking.
Loaded up. Got 4.5 months worth of stuff that we've been accumulating. Make sure I've got the dog. Jesus. There's the dog. It's 10 o'clock, New South Wales time. I can't wait any longer.
For the past 5 months, this has been the scene on the Queensland border. It's kept countless families and loved ones separated. But right now, it's just after 1 a.m. So after 141 days, it's finally time to open the border and for thousands of people to come home.
I'm glad to be here.
For John Piper, this arrival has been months in the making.
Yeehaw! We made it.
With his trusty sidekick Susie, John wasn't waiting a second longer, joining the queue from 1 a.m.
Look, I wouldn't have cared if it was 5 hours, as long as I got over here at some stage this morning. Yeah, happy as Larry.
John and his wife Heather have been practically homeless since August.
It just doesn't seem real, does it, at all?
When they sold their home in New South Wales to make the switch to the Sunshine State.
Sold our house 4th of August, bought one at the same time, settled on the same day, 4th of August, and obviously the border was gone.
John had hoped it would be a small hurdle, but every exemption application was knocked back.
And we spent the first part of our trip at Woolai in a holiday house, but we couldn't afford to keep doing that.
So a camper trailer became their reluctant home away from home.
This is our 104th day, locked out of Queensland. Another wild night in the tent, storms.
Riding out the past 2.5 months at Ballina, south of the border, a cruel 100 kilometres from their new home.
Hey, Ed, show me around our temporary home.
Oh, come this way. This is our kitchen. This is where we do our cooking, and there's our pantry down there.
Patiently and painfully waiting for the Queensland vaccine rate to hit 80% double dose.
What are we going to do today?
Nothing.
For others that joined the pre-dawn Great Line at Coolangatta, it was the culmination of months of draining separation.
Had to go to Sydney for fairly urgent business. My wife's in care up here. I'm due at the hospital tomorrow and the next day at the university. I've got everything done, 3 vaccinations, everything.
What are you most looking forward to doing?
Seeing my mum.
That's going to happen today?
Definitely. In 4 hours.
The twin towns of Tweed and Coolangatta are now one again, welcoming fully vaccinated people like Greg and Linda, who've anxiously waited to start their new lives.
We're coming in, we're going to Port Douglas.
Port Douglas to live.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
How does it feel?
We're still going for the blues though.
Sorry, you just have to do a U-turn. Since the pandemic started, Queensland has had a closed border for 435 days, with many hoping it's now a thing of the past.
Fantastic to be going home. Anastasia's having a good sleep in bed.
For nearly 2 years, blockades have existed along our roads and airports. Dubbed Fortress Queensland, it left families sometimes asking why.
Like, I'm not sick, like, I'm not contagious, nothing, so, like, why can't I just sit here with my healthy friend in the sun and just catch up?
I think it's all absolute garbage.
But now, a fortress no more. As the 1 a.m. border opening passed, the flights returned. The first of which from Sydney to the Gold Coast, and there was barely a dry eye in the house. For police, today is the biggest operation since the 2018 Commonwealth Games. Travellers from hotspots must have a negative PCR test from 72 hours prior, and everyone crossing must be fully vaccinated and have a border pass. Police expecting tens of thousands to cross today, and traffic mayhem Most are just happy to be here.
It's just the weight off my shoulders, you know. It's just really, it's so frustrating not being able to get where you want to go.
For John, it's finally time to settle into his new home on the Gold Coast. In a cruel twist, wife Heather had to fly to Sydney 2 days ago after a death in the family.
Hey, we got here. All the furniture moved in before we did. And so we're lucky we've got family up here, obviously, and they've put beer in the fridge, I hope, and food.
It's never too early. It's 2 a.m. at the moment.
I
Is
don't
it too
care.
early for
I don't care today. I'll worry about that tomorrow.
By 3 a.m, the long road home had finally ended.
Well, we're finally home. Susie's enjoying it. Now it's real.
But the best reward...
You need a bit of a shave, sunshine. How you been? Yeah, good.
Shame Heather couldn't be here.
moments like these with family.
But I'll tell you, we're all back now, mate. Cheers, everybody. To us, family. We're here.
Oh, brings a tear to the eye, doesn't it? And meanwhile, for those waiting to visit family and friends in WA, you will need to wait a little longer. Its hard border will remain firmly in place until February 5th. But if COVID has taught us anything, that is a very long time to plan ahead.